Hi guys, this is going to be the start of my weekly reading vlog. So I'll show you guys what I'm reading right now. Hell House. So right now I'm on page 236. It reminds me a lot of The Haunting of Hill House. Like, I actually thought I was reading that for a minute in the middle of reading this book, so that was kind of interesting. And I'm also reading listening to an audiobook right now, and it's The Woman in White. And right now I'm about 36% done with that, and I'm not 100% sure how I feel about it yet. I thought it was like a scary horror thing. Maybe it's gonna turn into that. I mean, I suppose I am still quite at the beginning. I'm not really that far into it yet, so that could be why I'm not in like a huge rush to really read or finish that or listen to it much. But I'm hoping that it'll pick up. It's not terrible, but it's just not usually something I read. Well, I'm also hoping to start this week Pumpkinheads. This is such a cute book. I read this last year for Halloween and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was so cute. All of the images inside, like, is that not fall in a picture? Cute. So I'm hoping that I'll feel the same about it this year, but we'll see. I mean, I can't see why not, but I'd like to get to this Trick or Treat. I haven't read this. I did buy this last year, but I never really got a chance to read it, and then I wanted to wait for it to be spooky season again and Halloween. So I'm hoping to get to that, and I'm pretty sure I'm really gonna love it because I really love the movie. Sorry guys, I really just realized I'm touching my hair a lot. I don't mean to. I'm not even sure. I'm gonna try and stop fiddling with my hair. Are we getting too ambitious here? If not, I'm gonna just continue it on with my next reading vlog. But I also, of course, when I get to the Halloween tree, I don't know why I said of course, maybe you've never even heard of it. So that is what I'm working with right now. Hoping to read or at least work on. So yeah, I'm excited to see what progress I make this week, and I'll see you guys in the next clip. I got home way later than expected. I went to the gym and then I realized I had a lot of running around that I had to do. Home until about like 8 p.m. and it's like 11 right now. So I didn't get a chance to physically read yet. I did listen to about 2 hours of my audiobook while I was at the gym and while I was like doing some errands and stuff. It's getting better. I am more interested in shifty things happening. I'm still not seeing any psychological thriller moments yet, which I'm almost positive it said that there was supposed to be, so I don't know if I read something wrong or find that out again. But I mean, it's keeping my interest, and I'm too far in now to stop. I'm at like 56%. I can't quit now, so that's pretty much it. Unfortunately, hopefully I'll have more of an update for you later tonight. If not, definitely in the morning, and I'll see you guys then. So it's actually the next day. I didn't get a chance to pick up my book last night, really late, and I just decided to call it a night. I watched a little bit of Halloween 4, marathoning all of the movies right now, and there's a lot of them, so get a head start on that. I did listen to a little bit of my audiobook. I'm up to 60% now, so not too much. It's just more of the same. There is some more sinister stuff going on. Mystery, I guess. It's a bit of a mystery because there is some parts that we're not sure of. We're not the lady in white. We don't know who she really is, but we have some ideas. So, I mean, it's certainly keeping my interest, but I wouldn't... Oh, but I did want to show you guys the bookmark that I'm going to be using when I read Trick or Treat. Is that not adorable? I love it. So cute. So when I read other books this month, I really want to use these bookmarks. The headphones from Halloweentown 2, another classic series, except for number 4. We don't mess around with number 4. At least I don't. If you like number 4, that's so cool, but y'all did me dirty with changing the Marnie. I cannot. And when I get home from the gym, I am picking up my book. I will be continuing more with Hell House. Hopefully I can get very close to finishing today, if not finishing today. I only have 64 pages and it's getting juicy and I want to know what's going on. So I'll see you guys in a couple hours and I'll see you guys later. It's Friday afternoon, and I want to update you guys on the reading that I did last night. I did get a chance to finally pick up my book and read. So I got to almost page 280 last night, so I only have like 21 pages left to go. It's definitely what I would consider a slow burn for sure, because the entire book just kind of built up to these last final pages. The house is really starting to get to them. It really like feeds off of your weaknesses and your fears, and it was doing that mildly in the beginning, and now towards the end it's really starting to throw their fears and weaknesses in their face. Sorry, that was my cat. And this book was published in 1971, so that's kind of why it feels done, or like I feel like I've read something like this before. So you do have to like take into consideration the year that it was written and published. Like this was probably like really scary and radical at the time. Like, I mean, this would have been the time too around like The Exorcist came out and stuff, and that really freaked people out. So none of the characters are particularly likable or unlikable. You know, they're just kind of on neutral ground. Like, you don't really care one way or the other. Like, if they all died, I'd be like, well, you know, whatever. But I mean, as terrible as that might sound, you don't really form a connection. You just kind of read what's happening in the house and what's happening to them. But the night that they're planning to leave is when everything really starts to happen, and they start to really believe that the house is the most haunted house. So yeah, I have about 20 pages left. I'm definitely gonna finish it tonight. No questions, no ifs, ands, or buts. I have to finish it. Now, The Woman in White. Okay, so I did look it up. It is, I don't know where I thought or read that it was a thriller or whatever, but it's like a detective mystery sensational novel, and I'm like, oops. Yeah, so that was my fault. I thought that it was about something totally else, so I'm not sure if I read information for a different book, but that's okay. Stuff is starting to happen now. I'm 18 hours into the book with 9.5 hours left, and it's just starting to happen. So again, another slow burn. It's like a really long build-up. So basically what it is there's a forbidden love. We have a teacher and a student, and they want to be together. I mean, they're of age and everything. Ew. So they want to be together, but they can't be because she's been promised to someone else, and she obviously doesn't want to marry him. She marries the man that she was promised to, and he's got a really dark secret, and we don't know what it is yet. It's been like trying to lead up to that for like the last 5 hours of this book, and like we still don't know yet. So I mean, that's probably what's keeping me reading, because I do want to know what the secret is, although it does seem a little like predictable. I don't know if that would be a spoiler if I said it or not. That's my problem. I don't know where the fine line of like letting you know what the book is about and spoiling stuff, you know what I mean? No, I don't think it's a spoiler. He plots to murder her, right? So bad guy. He sort of gets away with it. I think he does like the old switcheroo. Takes someone that was in an insane asylum and he switches them out. And now his wife is in an insane asylum, but I'm not understanding why she's not saying anything to who she is. I think her nerves are shot. And I guess in the era that this is set in, even if she said that, they'd be like, yeah, you're crazy anyways. It's not like it would really help. So he wanted to murder his wife so he could get money, because he would get more money from her death than her being alive. So really nice guy. We don't know really much else yet. Yeah, I'm getting close to the end of both of those books. I think the next book I really want to read is Pumpkinheads, just because it's so cute and it's so short and it's so easy to read, so I can like really feel like I'm powering through some books, because I haven't read many books yet this month. I'm sorry guys, if you guys are like wondering what the hell that is, I'm just covering up the library logo because it's so ugly. Like, I just thought that, is that cuter if I put, I don't know. It's weird either way. Yeah, I'm really, really excited to read this again, and I hope that I love it just as much as I did last year. Sometimes when you reread a book and you're like, yeah, so I didn't love that like I thought I did. But I mean, since I only just read it last year, I mean, it's not like I read it in high school or something. Yeah, and I'm not sure what my next audiobook is going to be. so I really have to figure that out. I really want to read something horror, of course. I mean, I always read horror anyways, but yeah, hopefully I'll get better at talking about books. This is my very first video ever, so there's only room to improve. Alright guys, I will see you in my next clip. My goal is to seriously check in with you guys tonight and to finish definitely Hell House, and it would be nice if I could finish The Woman in White too. I feel like I've been talking about those books way too much and it's getting on my nerves. It's Friday. I want to be done those books. Alright guys, so I will see you tonight. Hey guys, please excuse the rough look right now. I finally finished Hell House. I don't know. This really wasn't it for me. I picked up for like a couple pages and I was like, woo. And then it kind of went downhill, and gap filler, page filling. I just felt like it wasn't really adding anything to the story. It started to like go over the story of what happened, and I'm like, I know, I just read it. Like, you didn't have to add 10 pages of going over everything that I already know that happened. And then the big reveal. That was the big reveal, you know, like, I don't know. It wasn't my favorite read. If you've ever seen the movie The Haunting, like 1999, it's literally like this. I mean, I would honestly almost think that that was based off of this book. They're very similar. I wonder which one came out first, this book, Hell House, or The Haunting of Hill House. Either way, they're very, I gave it like a 3 stars. I was thinking maybe 3.5, but yeah, the big finale was kind of a letdown. I get a bit further also at the gym with my audiobook. So yeah, exactly what I thought. Basically, back in those times, like, you know, the late 1800s, women were just looked at as crazy anyways. So that's why, like, she did repeatedly say that I'm not supposed to be in the sane asylum. Like, that's not me. Why did that happen at 19 hours in? I keep saying it, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to repeat myself, but it's just like, so they repeat themselves, like me. Yeah, I don't know. I almost want to DNF it, but no, I'm so close. No, I won't. That was my fault for reading it in October when I really like to be the spooky horror vibes. But we'll see. And sort of bookish related, sort of not. But I'm going to tell you guys about it anyways. Yeah, I bought this off Facebook Market today, and I'm so excited. You guys, I had just finished the series. Like, I watched all the old ones from the 90s. So fun. And then I watched like the Crystal version and then the 2 movies. Yeah, I'm just like really into Sailor Moon recently. I never really was like super into anime, but a lot of people on like BookTube and Bookstagram have really gotten me into like anime and manga and stuff. Like, I'm trying to like figure out what I like. Like, I've always known that I've liked Sailor Moon. I'm really into Junji Ito now, so I want to find like more books that are like his, and then I want to find a good anime to watch now that I have finished Sailor Moon. Kind of off topic. Definitely see me reading manga or horror manga mostly. That's probably gonna be it for tonight. I actually listened to, for my next audiobook, I might listen to Mexican Gothic. I hear incredibly mixed reviews. Like, some people really love it and some people really hate it. I don't know, I'm kind of interested. I was interested, and then a lot of people that I follow were like, no, it's not it. And then a couple of people that I've read it recently, and they're like, this is everything, or like, you know, it's pretty good. Like, it's like a 4-star, 3-4 star. So I don't know, that might be my next audiobook. I'll see you guys in my next clip. I'm finally done a book in this reading vlog, you guys. Hey guys, so it's Sunday now, and I just finished reading Pumpkinheads, and I'm so happy because I did love it just as much as I did last year. It's so good. So basically what the story is about, we follow our 2 main characters, Josie and I believe her pronounce it Deja, and it's a boy and a girl, and they work at a pumpkin patch every year together. They've worked there throughout high school together every autumn, and they're really good friends. They haven't really hung out outside of the pumpkin patch and outside of autumn. That's one of the reasons that they love working there, is working together. So the entire story is based around Josie wanting to meet Fudge Girl. She works at the fudge station. And he's always wanted to talk to her for the last like 3 years, but he's put it off because he's so shy. But Deja is so outgoing, and she's like, you know, you have to seize the day, you have to make your own destiny, like you have to meet her, you have to talk to her. What if there's a connection? So the entire story is them trying to find her in the pumpkin patch, and she keeps going from station to station because they're so busy, so wherever she's needed she goes. So you get to see all their cute adventures in between every station that they're trying to get to, and the snacks that they get, and the funny little antics that they get into on the way. And just a lot of like sweet, heartwarming stuff happens. Absolutely beautifully illustrated. Like, it's so pretty to look at. I love the animation style. And what makes it so important to do it tonight is it's the last night of the pumpkin patch, and they're all going off to college. So to say something to her now, he probably would never ever get the chance again. And it all leads up to like a really, really sweet ending. Like, it ends really, really well. And with the woman in white, more of the same. I'm so over this book. I'm sure you guys, or this audiobook, I'm sure you guys know. It's not the book's fault. It's just not what I was in the mood for, I guess. Maybe not what I didn't, it's not what I thought it was. It's not what I really wanted to read. It's more like detective work now, like trying to uncover lies and find out the truth and what was deceitful and who's who and what's what. Yeah, I'm really quite bored with it. I'm sure you guys can already tell that, but So my next read will be Ray Bradbury's The Halloween Tree. Use my headphones bookmark. And I don't think I showed you guys. There are just like a couple illustrations in the book. Just like line work. Nothing like too fancy, but it's still really cute. Yeah, that's my reading plans. I read all of Pumpkinheads today. And I do want to start The Halloween Tree tonight. I mean, this was an incredible, like a half-hour read. I have to finish The Woman in White. I'm so sick of it. I'm sick of talking about it. I'm sure you're sick of hearing about it. I'm not going anywhere today, so I should be able to focus on reading and actually get a good chunk of reading done today since I'm not going anywhere. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for today. Alright guys, so this is the last clip of this reading vlog. It is Wednesday, and I just wanted to fill you guys in on the books that I did finish this week. So I did finally finish The Woman in White, finally. There was a few moments when I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to finish it or if I was just too bored with it, but it did pick up towards the end, but it was too slow. It was a good story overall, and if the pacing was better, I think I would have liked it a lot more, because I do like the story in the end, but yeah, because it was so boring for me and just so long, it kind of brought my overall enjoyment and my overall rating down. So it is a decent book, but it's just my personal preference, and the pacing was off for me and the length was way too long. So I ended up giving that a 3-star. I would say it was a 3-star for enjoyment and probably a 3 to 4 star for the story, depending on if you like investigative type stories. I mean, The Woman in White, it's not a bad story, so don't let me put you off reading it if you enjoy really long stories. Really well explained thoughts and just like things that are over explained or well explained. I think there's enjoyment to be had in that book, but I do suggest listening to it on audiobook just because it is so long. And of course I finished Hell House, which I also gave a 3-star, just because it did keep my interest throughout the whole book, but I really wasn't fond of that ending. And of course Pumpkinheads, that was a reread, so I knew I was gonna love that, and that was a 5 out of 5 for sure. And I wanted to show you guys just before I go, I did want to wrap this up really quick, but look what I got. Sorry, the glare. I'm so excited. I just found this on Facebook Market too. Dirt cheap, like 10 bucks. I mean, the box is kind of like beat to crap, and Luna is a little bit loose in there, so I have to fix that. It just keeps falling out, but I'm so excited. I just realized I still have my hair tied on. But yeah, so I mean, a pretty decent reading week. That wasn't too bad. I think my next video, or I'm hoping my next video will be a lot better, because I plan on starting some books from the beginning versus I kind of started in the middle of all of my books for this reading vlog, which made it harder for me to talk about them because I kind of forgot like some details of what had happened and stuff like that. So and again, this is like a really rough first video. I do want to start adding like me going places and doing things, and like when I sit down and have my tea, and like lighting candles, and I like to light incense and stuff when I read. So I'm just trying to figure out like the ins and outs of editing and shooting and what to say and not being awkward, which I was probably awkward for this whole video. I'm so sorry. But yeah. Oh, also that's why I wore my Luna Sailor Moon necklace and my Sailor Moon inspired earrings. Yeah, anyways, I'm gonna be starting my next week's reading vlog right after this. So yeah, stay tuned for that if you watch this video. Thank you, and I'll see you in my next video.